I think you were in the danger zone. I think that's it. I think you lived it.
I don't think so. I didn't feel like I was. It's
You felt safe?
I think it was fun for me.
Yeah.
I just wish he would have gone forward. So I walked over there and I was like, bro, just go forward. Don't worry about me. And he's like, well, I didn't know what you were going to do. I thought you were going to park me. But he's like, well, didn't you park Christian? And I was like, well, no, Christian didn't walk. And I didn't. I couldn't stop.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I don't know with you. I said, Duff. I said, why does he always seem like he's scared of me? And that was not, he said, I'm not scared of you, bro. I'll throw a fade right now. And I was like,
yeah. Okay, that might be the craziest, wildest Deegan quote we've heard all year. And the context behind it is even crazier. So thank you, Lewis Phillips, for capturing that and getting that out of Joey Savatgy. We would never known about this. Let's break down what really happened between Deegan and Savatgy and why Haiden Deegan's revenge tour, I might have been wrong. We need to take a new direction with that and go from Joe Shimoda to what all of you have been saying is Levi Kitchen, and not only Levi Kitchen, but Pro Circuit Kawasaki. But before we get into today's video, I want to give a big shout out to my #1 sponsor, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who is the Savior of the world. And we want to shout out Soda Fuel right here, man. You got the 30 count and they got a variety pack right here. So they give you some of all of them right here. And you can use code Trackside for any one of them here. So it doesn't matter. Get your 10% off there. And by supporting them, you'll be supporting me. And support yourself. Help your body. All right, y'all. Let's dive into today's video. All right, let's set the stage here. Deegan has the best post-race emotion. All right, shout out Ricky Carmichael. We got that from you, man. Look at that emotion. I love that part. Deegan's post-race emotion is something that you just have to capture, and I can't wait till I have the opportunity to go back to a race and capture it for myself. But yeah, man, for now, we got Lewis Phillips over there at Vital MX capturing all of it, man. So Deegan mentions that he almost skipped the main. Wow. I'm glad he didn't, because if he did, boy, the haters would have came out the wood. They would have came out of the forest, man. They would have came out of Buzz Creek, man, just for that. Just to say, oh, he's a quitter. He's not ready. Told y'all. But he didn't, even though he felt, in his words, unsafe. Deegan, this is the kid who, when they started the hybrid stuff, on the suspension and SMX, he was coming out here. I remember at the Texas Motor Speedway. I think that was the one. Or was it Chicago? Was it Chicago? One of them. It might have been Chicago. And he was just like, man, I don't know why everybody's so up in arms about this. Like, we're pro dirt bike riders. Like, we're professionals. We're going to figure it out. We're going to go out there and race. We know how to race. And that's just that. A lot of you guys took to the comments and explained why he felt unsafe. And I'm actually just going to read one of these comments from you guys that I actually pinned. Someone responded and said that high humidity reduces air density, which certainly, Adam Jones 9591, shout out to you. But high humidity reduces air density, which certainly has a negative effect on a highly tuned engine such as a Star Racing Monster Energy Yamaha YZF 450. A reduction in the fuel quality, lower octane, combined with high humidity results in a significant reduction in power and potential for engine damage. Wasn't that some keyboard expert right there? See, that's why, you know, we got keyboard assassins, but we also have keyboard experts. So shout out to you, man. I got my keyboard scouts down there who be like, hit me up with other videos to react to. So thank you. Yeah, everyone else was saying, like, imagine just you hit the, you clear a section and then you get to the next face of the jump. You're trying to get that quad out and you just, the bike bogs, so you don't got that power you need. So you're trying to, in your brain, you're going to quad, but the bike is like, the bike went smooth brain. Wow. And it's like, bruh, all I got is 3. So that don't work. That's not a good rider to bike connection right there. So just wanted to sprinkle that in there to give some context for really what we got to talk about next, which is feeling unsafe on the bike. But before we get to that, y'all go check out Vital MX's interview with Deegan. I'm not going to play it. I just wanted to show that Savatgy clip because that was just legendary. I've never heard a dirt bike rider tell another one like, bro, I'll throw the fade with you right now. That's why I love this kid. Let's go. He is not afraid. No fear here, buddy. Oh man, but hey, my boy Deegan connected it to a Kobe Bryant reference in the mindset, man. So he was able to carry that over and just say like, look man, Kobe used to not like when guys would skip out on games. This is for the fans. We're here, we're pros, we're the entertainment, and we're gonna just sit out. And Deegan took that approach to it. So respect for Deegan there. You cannot hate on that. So and then the emotional tension adds depth to this, man. All of this plays into the part of the entertainment of the sport. And this is why Deegan is making the sport great again, because we get stuff like this, man. And they gonna go out there, and they went out there and they sent it and nobody got hurt. Deegan did say, he's like, I can't control this thing, but what he meant was the bike. He just, but he's still gonna send it. But he was not trying to take anyone out, and he was actually responding to Savatgy in a way that he was like, I don't want to get taken out. I'm actually trying to stay away from you. So it's all good, man. But Deegan's no pushover. He's 19, and man, I love the mentality, yo. I can't wait to see him come up to the 450s. Can you imagine these conversations? You saw how Jet was chirping with veterans. Imagine the chirping that's going to go on with Deegan and Jet Lawrence. I am here for it. Bring it on. 20 and 20, hopefully 6. Yeah, motocross season. Oh, we gonna get some chirping, baby. I gotta get to them outdoor races. Shout out, comment, like the video if you are ready for that. Next, the Tomac pass. This is just a personal breakthrough for Deegan, and this is it a passing of the torch? Y'all let me know, because the race was a catastrophe for a lot of these factory boys. But at the end of the day, certain guys showed up, certain guys didn't. But you can feel for the factory guys, because they're accustomed to something and they didn't get it. And if you've ever been uncomfortable on a dirt bike like I have, man, it is everything. Like it matters. So you can call it legendary, as Deegan says. Some are not. So y'all let me know your thoughts on that. The kid was pumped, y'all. He was hyped. His post-race interview was the best thing ever, and this is another reason why I love Deegan, man. Let's just run it, man. Let's run it.
Yeah, I don't really want to get into exactly what I had to do with today, but to this point, but I'm just gonna say this: I was battling Eli Tomac, and I was like a little kid. I was like in shock the whole time, like, I just passed Eli Tomac. But anyways, good job to Christian, man. I know he's been through a lot, so to see that happen, I felt like a happy son.
We got it. That's what we wanted to see all year. Who's tuning in for the last 2 races? I got some positive feedback on live streaming, so I made live stream the last few races. But moving on. The Savatgy interview was crazy because Savatgy says that Deegan thought he was playing cat and mouse, so this is important. In the live stream, I was saying, why is Deegan looking back? But we know now. Deegan was looking back because he saw what happened with Savatgy and Craig. I like how Savatgy explains how, no, one was going to triple, one was going to quad. We got a little mixed up, and it was just a racing incident. Craig ended up off the track. No beef there. Deegan saw that in a whole different way. So Savatgy, being a total veteran and a good dude, comes up to him and is like, hey man, we all good. And he looked at Duff because, man, we've been here. Duff been here for a while. But Deegan is Deegan. Deegan is not Duff. All right. And Deegan can think for himself. And what he was thinking was, he give him that side eye. Y'all feel what I'm saying? And I don't blame him, man. You out there and you know how these 450 guys feel. They don't want to let you have it, right? Because you've been chirping, you've been talking. So I like the response from Deegan because it shows some fortitude, and I'm excited to see him bring that over into 20 and 26. Was Savatgy in his head? In a way. But we can use this to try to see why. One, we can say he's not ready for 450s next year, because not just Savatgy. He had just passed El Hombre. He had Savatgy in his head, El Hombre in his head. Tomac was back there. You know that KTM was in a chokehold. So, and then Roxon was right behind. So I believe it was more than Savatgy. All of them were in his head. Take that into a stacked 2026 field. We add a few Lawrence, sprinkle in some Lawrence Australianness, and then what was that? Cooper Webb was out there and he was leading. So instead of looking back, you had Webb out front. Man, the Deegs was in the blender. that's it. So how do y'all think? Do you think he was in the blender or no? Lastly here, I want to just say I was wrong. It does look like, from what the keyboard experts have told me, that Shimoda is likely to miss looking like the most of or all of the 2026 Supercross season. So when Deegan says, I want my revenge, was he talking about Kitchen? Let's just cats out of the bag. Everyone's hit me up, was like Kitchen. At first I was like, how? He's not like competition. He wasn't competition then. I don't think he's going to be competition next year. I overall, what I'm trying to say is, I didn't see it that way, but if that's what y'all saying, is Deegan gonna come out here and find a coast? He's waiting to eye up. He doesn't care about what his plans are. He's totally locked in on what Kitchen does and Pro Circuit decides for Kitchen. Y'all really believe that? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe he want to come out here and show everybody who talked about him at SMX that he's that dude, he's that guy, he's him. He's gonna come out here and get that other 250 #1 plate. He's gonna get them all, and then he's out of here, moving on to 450. So that's what I believe he meant by revenge tour. I don't believe he's gonna come out here and just want to just basically prove a point to Pro Circuit, Mitch Payton, Levi Kitchen, and beat them every single race. That's not gonna do it for me. Y'all talked about it, we discussed it. And just to wrap up here, if this is the drama we're getting in November, imagine Anaheim 1. Let me know in the comments, did Deegan overreact? And then who will Deegan's biggest rival be in 20 and 26? Y'all let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching this video. Like it, hype it if you can, and if you haven't already, subscribe.